PR champions. I'm your host, Steven Seidel. This is where we give you all the insider information so that you can build a successful practice that's your own, whether it's PR, media, or even just publicity. Today, we have an amazing guest. We have Tamara Edwards calling from Chicago. Welcome, Tamara.
Hey, thanks so much for having me.
Amazing. We're excited to talk to you today and to dive deep into some PR strategies and some, media campaigns. But first, I want you to tell us about TE&Co, how long you've existed, and what made you first get started to create the company.
Yeah. First of all, it's an honor. I'm a fan and a follower of yours, and I'm excited to get into some of the media discussion because I love how you've set up and sort of framed your business externally. My background, very quick, I worked for a United States congressman in DC for a number of years, did scheduling and communications, and like many Capitol Hill staffers, there's a day that comes that it's time to go. And most people go to government affairs or trade associations or industry, and I chose to come back to Chicago, where I'm from, and was having conversations with people I knew from college age or growing up, small business owners, family and friends, about this sort of bridge to the gap of PR. And it's the way that we thought about a United States congressman or politics or political campaigns is PR, but small businesses weren't always thinking this way, and medium-sized businesses or growing businesses weren't always thinking this way. So we sort of built these tools that are almost like political campaigns, but again, reflective of PR, to help people create more awareness around what it is that they want people to know. So it's definitely in the PR lane. It's my own style of PR, and I serve hundreds of people a year and different programs, from teaching them how to do PR, teaching them about PR, and some of it is actually managing their PR. And my business is 8 years old very soon, and we're really intentional about wanting to be partners with our clients. So instead of setting up an agency, we set up basically a halo model. So I have about 75 talented professionals contracted with me 1099, so I can grab the right talent for the right project. So if it's a defense contracting bid, very different design needs versus a lifestyle brand, very different needs there. So we help people build their brands, build the tools for their brands, and then actually go out and PR their brands. I think those three things come together really nicely for that small and medium-sized business that we serve.
Amazing. Thank you for the thorough background. And I'd be remiss if we talk about PR and politics and government officials to see how, things have changed. I remember I worked for a company when Hillary Clinton was just coming out, and there was a lot of digital ads. What are some tools, whether you're a politician, you're a small business, or an entrepreneur, what would be one or two tools that you would say that you need to have in your back pocket when it comes to PR or raising your name and recognition or publicity?
Yeah, the number one thing, and I think you'll agree, and this is where I'm excited to have that sort of meaty discussion with you, is, and I saw in your bio, it's some of that is that self-development, right? It's that clarity, it's that awareness. It's also the set of skills that you, as the spokesperson, the founder, the CEO, whatever role you're in, right, can actually go out and project with clarity those messages that you want. So it's a bit of that clarity, it's a bit of the messaging, but it's a bit of that skill base. Can you do public speaking? Have you thought about this as a discipline? So that's the number one tool that we start with. And then everything else takes shape. Like, you don't have to have a million followers on Instagram and all the skills for Instagram to have a great brand and have people be clear about your brand. So the main thing that we look for and set up with our clients, and just in general, and we advocate for, whether it's with us or somebody else, and PR people love this conversation because it's about clarity and then those skills and tools that you need to actually move that message forward.
Yeah, that's great. Usually we start with your mission, your messaging, and then your marketing or your media, kind of step through that. In terms of you and working with clients, what has been the biggest challenge for you that you think that you've been able to overcome when working with these clients?
Yeah, I think comms, communications, and public relations, it's certainly complementary of sales. It's certainly complementary of marketing, but it is not meant to replace the sales and marketing function. You as a business have to have a viable product or solution, service. You have to have a clear process. You have to have considered your user interface, your user experience. We're here to create awareness. We're here to get in front of as many people as possible with that clear message so you can close the deal. So I would say more early on in my business, there was friction there of like, are we the marketing function? Are we the recruiting function? Depending on if it's a membership or a products or a service-based company. Certainly we want to help companies grow, and we do help companies grow. We have tons of case studies and ROI that we could talk about. But at the same time, it's up to you to have a great product. We're going to create a ton of awareness. So I always shape out the top of the sales funnel is awareness, and everything goes back down through the sales funnel. I would say that's one of the misconceptions, and that's something I talk about a lot in my publications, in my magazines. But otherwise, it's just been a joy because it's something creative. I used to think it was a nice to have, and now I think in the digital world, right, standing out, being clear about who we are, knowing that we can take a chance on our own ideas. I think people really get that it's not just a nice to have, but it's a must have.
Yeah, that's great. And I think it is a must have in the age of, AI and all these things that are coming forward. Storytelling, as well as sharing your story on the highest paid stages and publications, is crucial so that you can increase your impact and help as many people as possible. That's all the time we have for today. I appreciate you coming on, Tamara. It's been
so nice to meet you.
Blessing to talk to you. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, thank you. Again, I'm a fan of a follower. There's great PR people in our space, and you're one of them. So I've loved following your work, and just really nice to connect.
Yeah, it's been really amazing. And if you want to learn more about Tamara and TE&Co, please check out dailynewsnetwork.com, PR champions, and you can find champion stories like Tamara's where they're helping you make an impact in today's day and age. So thank you so much for joining. I'm Steven Seidel. Take care.